Hello everybody, this is Purge bringing you another shoutcast. Currently I pulled this off of ghostofgamers.net and Sentinel team we have Demon and the Scourge team we have Mushi. Unfortunately, looks like it's going to be an all-pick game, so it's rated pretty highly. I found another game that I was really excited about. It said recommended replay, and I clicked on it and I was ready to go, and that said this is not the current version of Warcraft 3, and I was like, fuck! So unfortunately we have to cast this game instead. Hopefully it's rated 1% higher, but it didn't have the magical icon of this game is going to be awesome. So unfortunately that is just what we're left with. So no picks to look at. We have a Morphling, a Lich, a CM, a Pit Lord, fuck yes, and a Mirana for the Sentinel team. That is Demon and Scourge. We have AM, Anti-Mage, VS, Windrunner, Tiny, and ES. I love Tiny. And I want to see if the Anti-Mage is going to work out nicely. He's got a poor man's shield already, which is pretty legitimate. A lot of damage protection from that. And we'll see what's going on. We have a Priest of the Moon watching the rune. Venge is going to be looking out for some possible dust ganks. She wants to ward, but not quite going to happen. Windrunner is going to be sitting pretty and watching bottom rune. And bottom lane looks like we're going to have a Morphling, CM, and Pit Lord tri-lane. I'm really excited about this Pit Lord. I'm so glad. You know, screw that other game. This game is... There's no way this game isn't cooler. I don't want to see all the normal heroes. I want to see Pit Lord, rape and face. That's it. Mirana I have not seen in quite a while, honestly. Very underpicked. And looks like we're going to have a Lich mid. And I don't know if they're actually going to swap lanes or not. We might have a Mirana soloing top, I'm going to guess. That's my assumption. Just a little thing here. If you ever place an Observer Ward top, always put it on the top side of the tree. If you put it on the bottom side of the tree, this entire area does not get vision because it's blocked by the tree. So this above the tree is way better. It does just as much as the bottom, plus it does all this extra stuff. So all of this vision right here is all because of the ward being on the top of the tree. So please do that. So we got a mid, a Lich versus a Tiny mid. Interesting. He has pretty good last scene potential. Look at his base damage. Tiny has 0 armor, so he can get raped early game just from auto attacks. So 37 mana there. I guess that was worth it. And Pit Lord's sitting bot. Nobody has gone bottom yet. Fuck, I missed that. Mirana getting dropped down. We have an Anti-Mage and a VS. And they're going to pick him off. I assume maybe he didn't have leap, who knows. Maybe he went arrow first. You never know. So yeah, Tiny's going to do a little pressure mid. He's going to have to start pumping up the regen now because Lich is just going to use that superior lane control and really do a lot of damage. Windrunner heading mid finally. Not really sure what she was doing, but yeah, going there now. It's going to do some pulling here. Double stacking the creeps, I believe. That's pretty solid. That's going to really just kill all these creeps. All the creeps are just going to melee attack these things. Hopefully they won't get screwed out of a pull here. It's going to be close. Alright, sometimes if Centaur stuns and the creeps sit here, it's going to like screw everything up, which is not good for the pulleys. Centaur's probably going to do another stun pretty soon here. And but mostly these creeps are going to get whittled down, and if these creeps die here, this is no different than having a Dark Ritual Lich. It's going to prevent the Windrunner from getting the experience from all of these creeps right here. If they die, one's already died already, so it's a really good strategy, especially with the double stack. And then you just kind of want to hang out and you want to get the last hits. Either way, you're going to get the experience because your creeps killed them, but if the enemy kills them instead, then they will get the money, and that is not advantageous to your team. Gank coming in on Lich. Looks like we have a VS dusted and ES dusted. We're going to see double stuns followed by the Tiny. Here comes the first stun, here comes the second stun, and the third stun. It's going to be close, and picking up the kill. Really nice play. ES barely having enough range on his slam, and Tiny had to go for that stun there. That was his only chance to get the stun off. A little bit earlier might have even been better, so even though still got the kill, good play. AM's already level 4, got 2 levels up on this Priest of the Moon. He's going to solo this lane now, and he doesn't care because he just did 19 damage with this poor man's shield. It's automatically reducing 20 damage, so if he does 40 damage here, it's reduced by 20, and then it's reduced by armor, which he has 5 armor. So, like, this rush on the poor man's shield, really not bad at all. Just a quick poor man's shield and getting some regen, and he's going to be solid. This tri-line is pretty much not doing anything but keeping Morphling safe. And here comes the follow-up on Lich, really dropping him down fast. This is how you rape a solo mid Lich, is you get stun support. Because once he stuns, I mean, he can slow one person, but that's about all he can do. So really good. Tiny is getting the upper hand. He's got his bottle already. He's going to be doing some rune whoring based on no runes on the map. That's because it's not the rune thing. Runes spawn every 4 or every 2 minutes during the game, and it's randomly spawning here or it's randomly spawning here. So if you have one ward here and you're watching the clock and bam, it's 4 minutes and there's no rune here, then you know it's bottom. So all it takes is one ward up, well placed. As you can see, this one can see ward rune spot. All it takes is one ward and you have really good vision on where the runes are, and then once it comes to that, then you have a bottled rune every time, and then he can harass, then he can survive Lich harass a lot better. So please, if you're doing bottling stuff, or if you're supporting a person who's probably going to bottle mid, just buy a ward and drop one and wait 5 minutes and drop the next one, and that is going to help your team a lot. Because if you get the runes, and let's say for example you have 2 people soloing mid against each other and they both have bottles, then whoever gets the runes is going to have a huge advantage over the other guy. So it can drastically affect the course of the game. Plus, wards are always great to have at runes if you have a ganking solo mid hero who likes bottle, because you're going to see them coming. You're going to be like, oh, he just picked up a DD, obviously we need to run back. And then you don't have to rely on your teammates to do stupid stuff. So if you're ever fighting like a Night Stalker or like a Tinker or a Lion who do really heavy bottle pressure mid, and end up just ganking, like, you know, I mean, if someone picks a Night Stalker, you know he's going to gank. Why not buy the wards? I mean, it makes a huge difference. It makes a really big difference in the game. So, let's look at the players. Fear, WC3, I'm assuming this is Vash, Mellow, MYM Demon, we've seen him in another replay I casted. Make a Wish, and then we have Mushi, too fucking nice, No Rain, too fucking good, and MY, I think, or something. You can figure that out on your own. Morphling is getting pretty farmed here, but Dam has been farming really solid up top. He's got his Ring of Health, might be doing a Vanguard next. If not, I don't know. Maybe Battle Fury, but really it's not going to be Battle Fury, so he's probably going to go Vanguard next, which is a smart plan. Because once you get that, getting picked off, that is just too bad. With the haste even. I mean, you know how much slow they have? Slow does nothing if you have haste. You run full speed. His rune did not pay off there, and I bet he wishes he was alive right now, because now he has ganks coming with smokes, and Lich doesn't know these heroes are here. So, and look how powerful this item is. Seriously, 100 gold. They can hang out within kill range, even though it's daytime. Oh wow, did he just get? Oh, the smoke must have ran out or something. That's the only but if smoke would have lasted a little bit longer, we'd have had chain stuns from these 2 heroes who are more or less invis. ES was just within range because his stun is such a long range, and VS was approximately within range. Here comes the follow-up. Tiny is going to initiate on him. Chain Frost raping the Tiny, getting dropped down. And will the tower and the creeps? Really close. Unfortunate for Tiny. Not quite enough nuke potential. You know what saved him there? That bracer. That bracer is why Lich just survived all that nuke. You need plus HP if you're fighting a Tiny, pretty much. That's how it's going to work. So, see him sliding mid here. We have some roaming pit going on. He's going boots, still warding. Morphling got his Perseverance and his Basilius, so he's in really good position right now. If you ever want to own a Morphling in a lane, pick Viper. It's awesome. I played Viper against a Morphling yesterday. It was so ridiculously unfair for him because I played well, obviously, but I mean, there's nothing a Morphling can do to a Viper, basically. I mean, the last hitting, the harass, it's not even fair. We'll see if we can get a kill on this Priestess. Yep, here comes the first stun, here comes the second stun. Second stun. Where is it? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that means. Mana break level 4. Wow, he's not even gonna go max blink first. He's going for the mass damage, a little bit less safety in that build. It's not horrible when you're fighting heroes because you're going to be doing an extra 48 damage or whatever per hit. He is going to try to get another stun off. We'll see if he leaps out of it. Nice stun canceling. Going to follow it up. Pit canceling his Firestorm because he knew it wasn't going to hit shit. And going to do a little bit of chasing. I'm very curious what Bill do. I'm going to guess Firestorm and Pit of whatever. Tiny just is going to farm with his skills. And I don't think that's an unreasonable idea against a Lich. You can't really go for last hits because he's just going to nuke you down. So. And going to pressure this Windrunner. Missed him with the waveform, I think. Pulling the stun off. Level 2 stun. And a little bit of orb walking here, but Windrunner is not going to be able to survive this if he commits. So he's going to have to back up here. A little bit more pressure coming mid. Let's see how much money the Magina has. Just purchased something. I'm going to guess the Vitality Booster. He is going Battle Fury, I think. He's either going Battle Fury or he's going Lincoln's. And yeah, like I know what it's not gonna be Lincoln's. It might be Lincoln's. I don't know. I've already been wrong once. It would be kind of stupid to stack Vanguard with Poor Man's Shield because it doesn't stack. It's diminishing. All damage block is diminishing. So for example, if you get like, yep, Perseverance. If you get 4 Stout Shields, it doesn't give you 60% to block 20 damage times 6. It just increases that 60% to block 20 damage. So if you get like 5 Stout Shields, it's pretty much like 90% to block 60 damage. I don't know the numbers exactly, but it diminishes like that. And the reason he's going Quelling Blade Battle Fury is you can jungle obscenely fast with Magina. You have mana regen for the blink, you have Quelling Blade, which ends up splashing that huge bonus damage, and nice follow-up stun. We're going to see if he gets picked off here. Can't blink with the Pit Lord. Really good play by the Sentinel team. If you didn't know, Pit of Malice prevents heroes from blinking, so that is awesome. That's 2 spells. Look at that, 3 spells that stops a blink hero. How often do you get to kill blink heroes? It's really not much at all. So he's going to go fast mech on the Pit Lord, which I love. Pit Lord is definitely a support hero, and what better support item to get than Mechanism? See him sitting on virtually nothing, and the Phase Boots on the Mirana for lots of last-hitting power. And then we're going to drop some fire here to do some tower damage. I mean, look how much damage he just took from that. That was ridiculous. Let's see, alright, Mirana's going to have to go back to heal, but let's see how bottom's going. Morphling bought his treads. Really good items for level 8. He's well, look at his HP though. He has 1,000 HP. He has a Perseverance. He has Basilius. Magina has a Perseverance. He just has boots. And he's got a permanent shield, which is cool, but it's just not as good. A lot of pressure going on top. Will Mirana be able to pull out the kill? Doesn't quite look like it. Very, very close though. Oh, nice. Picking off the CM with a good arrow by the Windrunner. Really close to getting more kills, but not quite going to happen. So this Avenger's going to sit back, pull some creeps away, so the tower doesn't take too much damage, but she's going to lose her Clarity Potion, which is just too bad. There it goes. That's really unfortunate when that happens. And Mirana is deep undercover, and they're going to try to pull out this kill. I don't know. He's got Phase Boots and no mana. Yep, they've got Vision. Here comes the kill. As soon as they get a little bit of skills, there we go. Finishing him off. Nice play. I mean, he wasted a little bit of their time, but really ran to his doom. And once again, Morphling replicating the Magina is so fun. You just get the mana drain. It's all there. 64 mana. It's so much fun. Just replicate and just right-click that on one of their casters or something. Like right-click that on Tiny or right-click on ES. ES is going to lose a lot of his mana really fast and take good damage. I mean, mana burn images are really good compared to just stacked images. Stat stacked images. Imagine taking some damage here. Will they get the kill? This is, I mean, the reason he's almost dying here is because he probably didn't max blink first or something. Nice toss on Lich, and gonna pick him off with the Void. Really good play, staying just out of danger and picking off the kill. Oh my god. You know CM's like, God, I wanted that kill. So close. He's probably got some spell shield already. Windrunner getting picked off by Badass Pit, the most OP hero in the game. Watch out. When I used to play Pit in pubs, I used to just say that. I'd pick Pit and I'd be like, Pit is so OP, and then I would just end up getting like, I would get kills with him. And not necessarily because Pit is OP. Nice waveform, dodging the stun. Really close there. So yeah, I didn't pick him because he's OP, because he's not OP, but I would just pretend like he was, and it was the most awesome shit ever. And every time I did it, I would end up like winning. It was fucking sweet. It's taking a lot of damage on these towers. Unfortunately, you can't kill melee creeps anymore with fire, but it does a lot more damage. So I mean, if you can get it on team fights, it's pretty significant. So pretty good hero. Getting the stun off on Morphling, Echo Slam is gonna finish him off before he waveforms out of there. really nice play from Tiny so far. Tiny is honestly underpicked. He should be picked more. The only thing is he's a little weak laning because he's melee, but